buying your kit, I wanted to go over a step here that might be kind of complicated in the directions. So a couple tools I have here where I'm at, sort of like a credit card. It's just really hard on this edge. I have my wood stained. I stained it with the cloth, and then I took the cloth and went over it to make sure it was really dry and just waited a little bit. In your DIY kit instructions that you have, like this. Start pulling our vinyl off real slow. We don't have to go fast. We don't want it to crease. We don't want anything stuck on the white. So right here, I'm getting some stuff stuck on the white. So I'm just gonna roll forward, take my tool and press down where those weren't sticking. Like especially like on the little O's and stuff and things, we wanna push real hard on that so that when we peel, see how this one's not coming up? Just going to press on it, peel again, and keep going. And the whole backing that I take off should be clean, just like this. This is now sticky. We don't want to put our hands on this very much, but we want to make sure our sign is fairly centered, so you can kind of move it around like I am here without pressing down. You want to make sure it's straight. Some people like to put a line underneath it. I'm just kind of lazy, I guess, so I just like to eyeball it. Peel slow. See how that's coming up? If that happens, again, we're just going to press it down, just the colored vinyl piece, and we're going to pull back again. Okay, this you can throw away. Your clear topping, this should be nice and stuck. Great. We're going to do that all the way down. A little trick I learned is, and this helps if you don't have this or a credit card. Come on, you have a credit card. You can push down, applying pressure to the back here while holding the sticky vinyl here. See how I have it here? And I'm gonna push down and peel at the same time. Obviously I was a little too hard with this one, and it looks pretty good. It's all stuck down. You can kind of see what the sign's going to look like. This is all going to be paint. So now you have your cup of paint. If you don't need a lot, you probably got too much in your kit to begin with, but that's okay. We're going to dab into the paint, load up our brush. That's too much. So what I like to do is just kind of dab here to unload my brush. I feel like I'm an artist, you know, because I can come back and dab. So I'm just gonna start dabbing and stenciling my sign. Gentle. I only need to go where the words are. I'm going to come back, dip back in my paint, and dab. start peeling up nice and slow. Again, no rush. So we're gonna start peeling this up. It's okay if it doesn't all come up perfectly. The point is just to get the bulk of the vinyl off. You can wait a little bit longer if you want for it to dry longer, or if you got kids that needed to go down for a nap and they woke up, it's okay to leave the vinyl on for a while. That's fine too. I like to get moving. So here we go. So far so good. These little spots with the O's and things like that, we're gonna leave those on. They don't need to come off just yet because it's still wet. And sometimes when you remove the little stuff, it can like flick paint. So we're gonna let this dry. I have this nifty little razor blade that I like to use. What we're gonna do now is go in here, and I'm gonna try to show you. We're gonna go in here where this vinyl is, just kind of lift it up, and well, take two. We're gonna lift it up, peel it off. Hot dog, that looks good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take all these off. If you have the center of a letter like this O, you don't wanna scrape down on your paint. You wanna like just get underneath the vinyl. You can kind of see the line and peel it off. We're gonna go ahead and do that on the whole piece. It's like the most satisfying part of the project, in my opinion. It just feels good to peel this stuff off and have a nice, crisp line. Okay, have at it. Because you're looking at your sign up close, and maybe because most of us are just amateurs at this sign making thing, you're gonna see, oh, I missed a spot here. You're gonna see a few mistakes, obviously. That's totally fine. Here's where I got paint and I was trying to smudge it off. So this is looking kind of shabby here. I have some letters where the paint bled. And so that's gonna annoy me. It's like this U. What you're gonna do, be gentle. Work on your patience here. Just gonna scratch it off as best I can. I'm gonna go around. Here's where I abused that A earlier. It's looking pretty bad. So if I can do it with the camera, I'm gonna try to show you how I'm just gonna try to scrape a straight line here. Get my paint to come off. And remember, I'm not pressing down really hard. Just using my ever so soft touch, being gentle. Here's where I messed up really good. So my final step is to take the sandpaper that's in your packet, just a small square, you don't need a lot. So I might do this on some of my letters. One more thing. You need to put your hanger on the back into the wood. If your sign, most signs are gonna have a frame, do not put this hanger in the frame. Make sure the teeth are pointed down and the hanger goes into the wood. Again, not on the frame. You just take your hammer, hammer a little on this side, hammer a little on this side until it gets all the way in. But you have a hole still because it needs to hang on a hanger. And now you're done. You did a great job.